Another topic that came up recently is I seen something on, I think was it on IG, about a woman basically saying that, I guess men who make like what 50 some thousand shouldn't date or some. She has some opinion about that, and there was people who actually agreed. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the clip.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're not ready to date. You're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, Shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe, and now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you have no money. If she doesn't have that expectation, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, enjoy it while it lasts, because eventually you're gonna wanna run. Because she doesn't stretch you, she doesn't make you the man that you need to become. She allows you to be this stagnant dude in the same jeans for days. You know what I'm saying?
Be cutting up.
I'm
You
just
talk about
saying.
me.
Ooh.
Wow.
She trash. She trash. I get her point, but she trash.
You get her a point where she trash. So who wants to tackle it? Do you agree or
I'll
disagree?
tackle that. I'll tackle it. I said she's trash because she's putting a price tag on somebody's like value. Like if you don't make 55K, you're trash. You're garbage. But I think back on Denzel Washington. He didn't have enough money to pay for the cab for his wife. Now he's worth $300 million. So it's if you're giving value to somebody just by what they make, then you're trash. But I get the point where if you're honestly struggling and you have 4 jobs, then you don't have the time to date. Why are you even out there trying to date? Or if you have your own problems or you have your own trauma, why are you even trying to date? There's some valid points in there, but she trash for putting a value on somebody themselves. Because I'm like, you make minimum wage, okay, and it's like, okay, does she make 55K? So then, what are you bringing to the table if you don't even make 55K?
Hey, don't bring
So-
up that table, sir.
So
Don't.
exactly. So it's like, what do you? So it's like, it's that post I posted in the chat where it said, what that one woman, the perfect man. She's like, he got to be 6 foot. He has to work out. He has to make 100K. He has to have a good job, good relationship with his wife or his mama and their family. And then the guy said, well, now do you have any of those same qualities? So why are you expecting somebody to be better than yourself? And that was like the whole point. So if you want somebody like that, but you ain't even got your shit together, then you really have to assess, do I deserve that? And am I ready to date myself?
I like that.
Bombs.
Yeah, D, do you agree or disagree?
Y'all already know. Don't be coming for me right now, because you already know. Don't even play me like that right now.
No, it's not a matter of play. We
Hey,
just
let's see that sweater, D. Let's see that sweater.
Yeah, baby. It's
I like
ice
that.
cold.
I like that.
I actually would give 55. I'll give a chance of 55. You know, I ain't got no problem as long as there's potential. If you got potential, then we cool. But if you, like I said, I ain't doing them fries at McDonald's. I don't care how much I like them. It's just the point. And if you have too much going on, then you don't need to date. Even if you can make 80,000, and you can have so much child support going on, IRS. I would still feel like you don't need to be dating. I still wouldn't look at you because you need to handle your business as a grown individual. That could be for female and male. And no, I don't feel like a woman should be say that that's not right, because like how she said that they're go get you a bottomless bitch. That's whoa, that's foul. I don't even agree with that.
No.
So that's my take on it.
Appreciate
Crazy. I agree with D.
Tisha, how you feel about it?
Well, like we said, we've been down this road before.
We about to go down it again. We got the lights. We know how to navigate through this shit.
But how I feel about it, like when I first started dating, like the income is not the first thing I ask. So that's the money is not my importance. And you don't have to necessarily spend thousands of dollars on the date. Simple dates are fine with me. I think you just really have to get to know, spend the time to get to know the person and what they like and what they're willing to tolerate and what they're not willing to tolerate. Because you can take walks in the park with me all day. I'm good with that, as long as I'm spending time with you. But if you start to notice that this person is more focused on financial than really trying to get to know you, then there might be a time to switch up the play or switch up, pull that person out the game and put somebody else in. But because I'm not that focused on your income. And if you have potential and I'm learning about your goals and what you're trying to do with your life, I'm cool with that. But I'm not going to straight out the box be asking you, okay, hello, how much money you make? Like, that's not about to be the second thing I ask you. I think I'll learn more about it as we move on. So I'm more in tune with learning about your character and your personality, your goals, and what how you see your future going and things like that. That you have potential. Like, you don't want to just sit around and just do nothing all day. If I ask you what you do and you're working or whatever, like, haven't answered, I don't want to hear, I don't know. What I want to do is like I need you to have a plan, and that's more important to me than financial. Financial will come after.
Right. I hear you. Quez, where your 3 cents, brother?
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go. So,
Let's go.
let's be realistic. What is that? The average income in America is $56,000, right? Average across America, men, women, no difference, right? So we're listening to women who are fighting for the top 10% of single men. Like, most of the men that you're looking at are not earning over 55K. It's unrealistic. I agree with most of the people on the panel that if you got to put a price on it, you're already in a bad position. And then my second point is, so now to get to date somebody, I got to spend on average $200 to $400 on a date multiple times just to see if you like me. Like, there's no guarantee into this. So I have to budget out dating, you know what I'm saying, in the tune of $200 to $400, because you can't go to the Cheesecake Factory and you can't go to, TGI Fridays, and you can't go on ice cream dates or Starbucks dates or all these stipulations. So I have to spend $200 to $400, maybe 2 to 3 times for you to figure out whether you like me or not. And if you don't, then I just lost $600, you know what I'm saying, in a matter of a few weeks. And then I have to start over from scratch. Like, what's appealing about that? Where's the benefit in that for me? Even if I am making over 55K. That's my point in that one. It doesn't make sense.
I feel you. Jess, you got any 3 cents that you want to add to it?
Sure. With me, I feel like you have to get to know the woman. I know Quez said, like, what if she says no to an ice cream date? What if she's lactose intolerant? She don't want to tell you. Like,
I'm coming with the cheese.
I'm just saying. You have to accommodate the woman. You know what I mean? So nobody shares that information, but still get to know them. Get to know them. That's the purpose. You know what I mean? And then as far as making 55, it makes no sense to me, because I feel like you need to get to know the person first. I don't care if you're making millions. If I don't like you, peace out.
Right?
I don't care. If you get on my nerves, we ain't clicking. Bye. That's just me.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or you can get your feet shot up like Megan Thee Stallion. God rest the feet.
Another disclaimer we got to put out is that the thoughts, views, and opinions that come from certain people are theirs and theirs alone that do not necessarily reflect
Thank
all
you.
of the cast members.
Get at Melvin.
Okay, yeah, get at
Please,
get at Melvin.
You're not
We
give
put
the
your
smoke to
government out
Jersey.
there. So they can find
Well,
you.
Yeah, if
she
you have
has
any
some
smoke,
nice
give it to the
feet.
person that rightfully deserves it. Don't come for any of us
She
talking
has
about
some nice
why
feet that got shot up. That's it.
Get at that person right there. Shout out to Megan Stallion. I think she won that battle against Nikki, but that's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? But shout
She
out.
did, but they jacked up her feet. They have little bullet holes now. All those big, giant, big feet. Don't mess.
I can't.
But
Oh damn, that was a good one though. Richard says, "Go Dutch until you are in a relationship, while
Dutch.
see if she's worth either of
Mhm.
Dutch, man. So you
No.
talking about 50-50, huh?"
I'm doing no Dutch.
That's another- So here's
we
the
doing
trigger word
doing
on this.
double Dutch. We doing double Dutch. This bitch.
So Richard, hey, shout out to brother Richard. He's new to the show, but there's some trigger words on this show that triggered some people out in the peanut gallery. They don't like the word table. They don't like the word single fathers, and they do not like, what's another word I'm looking for? 50-50. They do not like 50-50.
Statistics, all kind of shit, man. You can't.
Or
say
do
nothing
they like
about
R. Kelly?
Oh yeah, you can't.
Don't
People out
like-
here,
Don't
people
do
out
R.
here-
Kelly.
certain people out here, the trigger word
Don't
you
do
say
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly, they get mad and
Oh,
he
77 started shit. 77 started.
No.
That's
shit.
another podcast. And wait,
I'm an R. Kelly
R.
fan,
Kelly.
so I ain't
I
starting.
sure am too.
I like.
I
I
you
don't
see-
agree with what he did. I don't agree with what he did, but he's still a genius.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Oh,
I
whoever.
said the same thing. I
Ain't no
know he's
proof.
pissing on little people, but I still like Ignition. But I wonder, was it the car that he was starting, or I don't know. I don't even want to talk.
but
about
you
it
see,
right
you see, he getting that money from Lifetime now. Lifetime got sued and settled
now.
out.
Yeah, they have to put it on his
Spend it on
books.
commissary, baby. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
spending
hey,
on
He
protection.
gonna be able to get them
He's
Twinkies
better set up
instead of them
protection.
generic brand dollar store
Bro,
Twinkies.
Bro got
Mhm.
He
all
needs
the
protection.
truth.
He's gonna need bodyguards.
He got all the
R.
truth.
Kelly can't
Yeah.
fight. You know
Hey.
R. Kelly can't fight. He need
We don't know
bodyguards.
that.
Use that
R.
money
Kelly
for
from
bodyguards.
Chi-Town, bro.
Hey, you
Yeah,
know what?
man.
Hey, we're gonna put a toothpick in that because again, that's a whole
Yeah,
other
that's
topic.
another
Yeah, that's
topic.
another topic. Yeah, golden showers
But
and all that.
Cheryl says, "Are these rules are the new rules for dating?" And that's the whole thing why we're having this discussion because
I
it seems
guess.
like it.
Yes.
I don't want to be a single man in today's era of dating, because there's so many rules, so many expectations. Again, also too, remember y'all, if you guys are using your headphones, the headphones are like mics, so it picks up everything. We're running production here. So just respectfully, just kind of keep the noise to a minimum. We can hear it. But that's the thing is that now it's these new rules, whatever, for these dating. You got to have a certain amount of money. You can't go to certain places. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's just like, damn. Well, in the aspect, you just feel like, why not just stay single? Just have my little friends and just whatever. You kind of give up on the whole aspect of actually trying to find love and trying to find marriage and actually start a family. Because by the time you do, you got to go through so many hoops and hurdles and shit to where you just get exhausted and you get depleted and you feel like, was it even really worth it? And then the whole thing about it is you're trying to look for somebody to match your energy, but you got to do so much to prove that you're actually a good person, I guess, by the money that you spend, that you just wind up at the end of the day saying funky, so I don't know. It's kind of crazy in today's era, you know what I mean? And I feel bad for the ones who are coming up after us because they're going to have to go through so effing much, man.
They're battling the simps, buying bathwater, and and the OnlyFans spenders. It's hard. It's hard.
Alexandria says these people are clearly not emotionally mature and prioritizing the wrong things, which is why they pick the wrong people. And that's another thing. So you brought up a valid point. The reason why we have so much of these so-called quote unquote rules and expectations is because some of these people have gone through and picked the wrong type of people. And so by the time that they get through with it, they feel mad, angry, and bitter. And then they project their feelings or they project their hurt onto other folks. So, and then at the same time, too, it becomes a defense mechanism to where they're trying to, I guess, quote unquote, protect their feelings that they project all this other bullshit onto you. But it becomes just too damn much. And what happened to the whole aspect of actually trying to get to know somebody and love? You do for them and they do for you. It's just not that way no more. Now you got to have a certain job. You got to wear certain shoes. You can't take them to certain restaurants. If you're too good for Sizzler, then F you. Get the funk on. Period.
I wonder now, do you have to buy love? Is that the
That's what it
competing
feels like.
It seems
judgment?
like it's
Yeah.
transactional now. It seems like it's more
Yeah, you have to-
transactional.
Because you
Mhm.
shouldn't have to actually find love. Love should just hit you. Like it shouldn't be, oh, I'm gonna try to go out on a million dates. You're setting yourself up for trouble. It should just be like, okay, and I like Quez's idea of going out for ice cream or coffee, like LT said before, coffee dates, something where you actually like getting to know people. Because I think that's part of the problem we lack too, is we're already bumping uglies on the first and second date, and then we don't even know anything about them. And then it
Right.
could be like Queen D said, that they have 100K, you're bumping uglies, but you forget they have 75,000 in child support and their house is on foreclosure because you don't know that nigga. You just know he make 100K and he has a
Right.
nice car. And
Yeah.
so
There you
I think
have it.
everybody has a valid point. It's all about getting to know the person and then finding and seeing if you actually match instead of, okay, we go together because we're smashing. And I
Right.
think we got to change that because that's one of the negative old culture things that we used to do.
Right. Hey,
Right.
shout out to Nolani. She wrote up a good comment. She said, "Sounds like they're trying to find a sugar daddy and not a man."
Hmm.
And again, it's the new era of women. You know, what I'm saying
Shout out
Not
to
all
sugar
women.
daddies. Shout out to sugar.
Not all women, of course, just some.
Yeah,
But I feel
some.
bad for
Some.
I feel bad for the single folks coming up trying to pick and choose the right person to go through this life with. You know what I mean? Because again, there's so many rules and expectations. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? To where it's just like you be like, fuck it, stay a pimp or a player.